So this is me just leaving Inverness 4x4 centre. We're all fixed, got a brand new radiator. Morning. I woken up here this morning just south of Ullapool, cracking parking space. The road is just there, so you can hear the traffic going by, but it wasn't too bad. So for those of you that haven't watched, just let the truck go past. So for those of you that haven't watched yesterday's video, the Drumbeg loop, I came into Loch Inver at the end of the loop and stopped at the spar shop, and when I come back to the Defender, had a big pool of water underneath it. So the radiator is blown, so I've come down. I'm just south of Ullapool at the moment. I couldn't do a great deal about it yesterday because it was quite late in the day. So this morning the plan is to make my way down to Inverness. I've got no phone signal where I am now, so I'm going to have to move a few miles down the road and then start making a few phone calls. I'm hoping to get it fixed in Inverness, but if not, then I'll have to go further south again. It definitely needs replacing because I put nearly 3 litres of water in this morning, so that's quite a lot of water to lose in a day, and I don't want to risk the engine by running it to the point that it blows completely and we end up with no water running through the engine. So that's the situation now anyway. So yesterday's journey, excuse the pointer, I can't find my pen, started off here at Carlscrew Bridge and we went round the Drumbeg loop, there's Drumbeg, and took a detour off to the lighthouse there, and then came down south to Loch Inver, and that was where I discovered the radiator was leaking. So after that I just proceeded south and ended up just south of Ullapool here, and today's journey will just be coming down the A835 to Inverness, which is down here. We'll hopefully find someone down in Inverness that can fix the radiator. So although it's not the most exciting of drives, it is going to be one with a mission. So fingers crossed we'll sort it in Inverness, and I'll keep you up to date as the day progresses. Right, we'll make a move south towards Inverness. Satnav says that it's around about an hour from here. Hour 5 minutes, 80 kilometres, 50 miles. So it's not going to take us long to get down there if I do find someone. It's absolutely freezing this morning. The scenery with these clouds hanging over the mountains is absolutely spectacular. So just a little update. I've spoken to a 4x4 specialist in Inverness, and they've got a radiator in stock, and they may be able to fit it for me. So I'm going to go down there now. I'm about 20 minutes, half an hour away from them, and we'll go in there and see what they can do for me. So I'm in Inverness, just trying to find this place now, and we'll see how much help they are. They seem really helpful on the phone. So we arrived at Inverness 4x4 centre. We'll go in and see what's what. So this is me just leaving Inverness 4x4 centre. Hamish and the staff there have been absolute stars. Really can't complain. We're all fixed, got a brand new radiator, and they also discovered that a turbo pipe had blown, and I am fixed and on the road again. So I really can't fault that for service. They took the Defender in, stopped what they were doing, and here we are back on the road the same day, which I really didn't expect that we would contact the company and be fixed on the same day. So I really am, I'm massively impressed with that. So the hospitality in Scotland shows itself again. They couldn't have been more helpful. So I'm now back on the road. I've got to make a decision as to where I'm going. So we'll head out and look for parking and then go from there. So we've just left Inverness 4x4 Centre where the work was done, and I thought I'd pull in here while it's still daylight and show you the work that they've actually done. I've taken the radiator shroud off, but you can see the new radiator, shiny, and then at the side of the radiator, just below this radiator pipe here, there is actually a turbo pipe that was worn through. It's split a little bit, but not massively, but it's a turbo pipe, so it needs to be in decent condition. So they've also replaced that for me as well. And then on top of that, they've also given me a little bit of coolant, like a couple of litres of coolant. They haven't given me, I've paid for it, haven't I really? But a couple of litres of coolant so that should I have any problems, I can top it up again with coolant. But I'm blown away by the fact that, you know, I rung this company at 9:30 this morning. I think I arrived there about 10:30. They took it straight into the workshop, and you know, 4.5 hours later, they've got it out of the workshop, and I'm back on the road. So the day's getting on now. So the plan now is to head back out towards Ullapool. I'm going to swing a left as such and head into Westeros and head over that kind of direction for tomorrow. But again, I'm blown away by the service for these people at Inverness 4x4 Centre. Hamish and his team, they obviously got oodles of experience. They know what they're doing, and their customer service it's 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. I'm blown away that we're fixed in one day. I just really wasn't expecting that, and it's meant that I've only lost one day and I can go back up and carry on doing what I was doing. So if you're ever near Inverness and you need a 4x4 fixed, highly recommend Inverness 4x4 Centre. So we'll move onwards, because I can get another hour or so's driving up the road, and we'll find some parking and then we'll go from there. I think I'm about 20 minutes out of Inverness now, heading north towards Ullapool, and I'm really just looking for parking. So we'll carry on north and go from there, really. I found parking. I'm about 20-30 minutes north of Inverness towards Ullapool. It's just a parking area at the side of the road for a mountain walk. And as you can see on the windscreen, I've got a nice new shiny sticker. It's not been the most exciting of videos. It has been for me, because I've now got a Defender that's running properly and I can go back onto the North Coast 500. But the video itself I know is not the most exciting of. But unfortunately, when you're vehicle dependent overlanding, you can't have scenic views every single day, and things do go wrong. And the whole idea of me coming to the North Coast 500 was to do a shakedown. And I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did, because it's a lot easier to have got this fixed in Scotland than it would have been in Eastern Europe or somewhere like that. So it's been a really good day for me, and I have to give Hamish and his team my utmost gratitude and thanks, because they were outstanding from the first phone call all the way through. And Gulliver has just run up here. He's running fine. I've got no reason to think he won't continue to run fine. And so I'm going to call it a day for this video. But tomorrow's video will be, I'm going to go back onto the North Coast 500, round towards Pooleu and up to Cove. I want to go and see the anti-aircraft base and the memorial for the Atlantic convoys. So I'm going to head there tomorrow. Please do come along with me for that. And thanks very much for watching today. I know it's been a short little video and not the most exciting of, but I appreciate you watching all of our videos. As we always say, you keep watching, we'll keep filming. Thanks a lot.